to inspire you about building your own business and helping you stay on track of your goals. It's a daily cup of motivation. A supportive group of women who wants to see you succeed in your business, and we'll support you every step of the way. Right in the morning. Just put your mind to it. Coffee with Nikkie. Wake up everybody in the morning. Wake up everybody. It's coffee with Nikkie, and we have to get our drink on. So educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Hey, we riding, yo. Wake up in the morning, 5 a.m. in the morning. I'm yawning, brainstorming when my mind is forming. Time to tune to this morning show early in the morning. Listen to Coffee with Nikkie. Oh yeah, she's busy. If you need help, tune on the channel right with me. Strong, independent women, make it sound easy. Wake up everybody in the morning. Wake up everybody. It's coffee with Nikkie, and we have to get our drink on. So educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Educate your mind, right? Hey, we riding, yo.
Good morning, everybody. Let me know if you guys can hear and see me okay. We are in StreamYard this morning, so let me know if you guys can hear me and see me. It took me a little time, so I was late. I was actually early, but I was late because I was trying to add the intro to the beginning, so we didn't just have a generic countdown. So let me know if you guys could hear and see me fine. We're not going to have the sound effects for today, but I'm going to import them, and I think I'm going to be just using StreamYard from now on. So let me know if you guys can hear and see me okay. Let me know in the chat. Good morning, everybody. Well, before I even start talking, I need to know y'all can hear and see me, right? Okay, good. Okay, so you guys can hear me and see me. So good morning, everybody. I am your host, Miss Nikkie, your daily cup of information and inspiration for Coffee with Nikkie. Goodness, I done messed that all up. Hello, everybody. My name is Miss Nikkie. I am the host of Coffee with Nikkie, your daily cup of information and inspiration. Today is going to be a special day. Today is Wednesday's Word, and we will be joined with Trice from Heartbeat Candle Co. Heartbeat Candle Co. ATL. You guys know her as the best moderator on what? Earth. Y'all know her as the best moderator on earth, and she is going to be joining us this morning, and she is going to let the Spirit lead her, and where it guides her, she's going to give you the word, okay? And she's also going to share a very special project that she has in the works right now, and so I'm super excited about this. And what else? Well, before we even get there, she was in the queue, and now she's not. Let me see. All right. So while I wait for her to come back into the queue, you guys, I just want to say today, I am super excited about what the topic is today. Today, I'm going to be talking about your goals. I am going to be talking about not just your goals. I'm going to be talking about your realistic goals. So we're going to be talking about that today. I know we're always looking to the left and the right of us to see, what other people are doing. And then that kind of gauges what we want to do. But we actually really needs to hone in on what it is that we want and what we expect from the work that we put in. And so that is what we're going to be talking about today. When I started writing this, I was like, you know what? I'm super excited about talking about this subject because a lot of us, and if like me, if I'm looking at my vision board, there's stuff on my vision board that was influenced by other people's success stories, by other people's, their life and whatever. And so that is what my goals were influenced by. And so things weren't in alignment for me to achieve certain things because I wasn't in alignment with it, right? I was in alignment with it when it happened, but I wasn't in alignment, and not because, I didn't do the work or anything like that. I wasn't in alignment with it because realistically, I didn't know if that was the thing that I wanted in reality, right? And there's some things on my board that's definitely there, like the podcast. I do, and if I looked at it the way that I'm operating today, which would be in alignment, right? So the podcast is separate from what I'm doing now, which requires me to do something different, right? There's a whole different platform. There's a whole different layout. There's a whole different everything in order for the podcast to go the way that I want it to. But every single day I am here on Coffee with Nikki, which would count as a podcast. And I know YouTube now has the ability for you to create this as a podcast, but I could easily just take take the video and add it to just to be audio to make it the podcast, but that's inauthentic to me. And I vibe off of you guys when I'm on in the morning and we have like conversations. And to me, I don't think it would make sense to hear me have a conversation with you guys, reading it from the chat, and then putting it into a podcast. It just doesn't make sense. So I have to change some things around. And I know that I committed to be on every single morning. Well, not every single morning, but Monday through Friday, I've committed to be on from 9 a.m. And so I know that realistically, this is where the platform is. I know realistically, I need to drive the traffic to this platform. Realistically, I need to make sure that I am showing up consistently here, because nothing is going to happen in your business unless you are consistent. You have to have the consistent work ethic in order for things to start moving and shaking. And yes, it may not be happening immediately, but is going to be happening, right? But it will happen if you are consistent with it. Okay, so I see that Trice is in the queue, but I do not see that you are connected to video. Do not see that you're connected to video. And while I wait for Trice to get all connected and everything, let me check and see who's in the building. And being on StreamYard, I can see you guys come in like as you come in from YouTube. So I will be able to see the first person. So I don't have to just wait until I hit live. I will be able to see you, period. Okay, so let's see who's in the building. Good morning, Annie. Annie says, good morning, everyone. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's go. Yes, Annie. Good morning, Tamara. Tamara says, good morning, BBU. Good morning, Tamara. Good morning, Betty Rose. Betty Rose says, good morning, everyone. I am blessed and highly favored. Yes, indeed you are. Yes, yes, and yes. Good morning, Miss Lois. Miss Lois is in the building. Good morning, Trop. I am blessed and highly favored. Miss Lois, did you start your new position yet? Well, going back to school as Miss Brown, the science teacher. Did you go back yet? Good morning, Melissa. Melissa says, good morning, everyone. I'm blessed. Good morning, Tracy. Tracy said, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Deltra. Deltra said, good morning, babes. I'm blessed. Yes, yes, and yes. Good morning, Chantel. Good morning, sis. Okay, good. Good morning, Laura. Laura says, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Yolanda. Yolanda said, good morning, tribe. Dee said, late but here. Hey, y'all. You're not that late, girl. We're good. All right, the candle making stylist. I think this one is D2, right? The candle making stylist, I think is D. Good morning, everyone. Great morning. Yes, indeed, it is. Cousin, we also informed your guest. Okay. Android Chrome has a bug. Yes, I know for sure Chrome has a bug, because that's how I was trying to link in on StreamYard when I was trying to do it the day before yesterday. So I know that was where the bug was. So let me see. For now, please ask your guests to wear headphones to avoid echo, or use a different browser. Or connect to your laptop, cousin. Crystal. Sorry, Crystal. Yes. Try to hook up to your laptop, cousin. I'm finally up early enough. Yes. Welcome back, girl. Welcome back. Miss Lois says, I went on Monday. I have another assignment for tomorrow. Oh, nice. Did you enjoy it, Miss Lois? How was it? Did you enjoy it? Let me know. And if you guys, I want you guys to take this video out, share it out to all of your friends. Also, let me know if you were in the room yesterday. Did you guys get to see yesterday's live, or did you catch the replay? Let me know in the chat. Put ones in the chat if you were here yesterday, or if you caught the replay. Let me know in the chat. And as y'all can see, I'm on a no kind of makeup kind of thing. So I'm going to be probably, because I'm super busy behind the scenes. So yeah, super busy behind the scenes. So I'm going to be like this probably for the rest of the week. It ain't so bad, but this is what I'm going to be doing. This is what I'm going to be doing. I am wearing makeup, but just a little. Just a little, and some lashes. Give me some length on these lashes, okay? Let me see. Let me see. It says you have to let me in the room. Okay, your video's not showing up. And we said there was not going to be any issues, but as we can see, some things may be busy. Some things may be busy. Let me see. It was good because I went my school where I retired. Oh, you went to the school where you retired. Nice, 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 nice. Yes, I was here yesterday. Did you guys get any information from yesterday that you were going to be applying to your business? Yesterday we went over shipping, how to save on shipping. Here she goes. Here she goes. I see you, cousin. All right.
We ain't all up in our wax, but that's what we're going to have today.
Okay.
Although we are tonight. So
Tonight we are. What
I won't
time are
be
we on
seeing
tonight?
8:30.
8:30.
Yeah, 8:30. Hey, y'all. Hey, Chantel. Okay, so I can see over here. Is Nikki frozen, or is she frozen because I'm here? Because she's frozen on the screen. Can y'all hear me? Say something in the chat. I think I can see you on my phone, but I can't see. All right, that's what I thought. Hold on. All right. So she has to come back in, y'all. So I'm not gonna talk until she comes back. Well, I'll talk to y'all about something other than what she wants us to talk about today. Because until she comes back in, because I know she wants, and I'm at work, y'all know I'm at work. I know she wants to, she went out. I see she went out. She's gonna have to come back in. Let me see what she says. But I'm praying everyone is having a good morning so far. It's Wednesday. She says the power flickered on her end, y'all. So now we have to hold on, waiting for the internet to come back up. This is what she's saying. Okay. So again, well, until Nikki comes back on, all up in your wax. If you're a candle maker and you want Jules or anybody to try your candles, or you want to pitch your candles, come on tonight at 8:30 with Black Candle Makers Club. We will be on, then giving you a chance. She said, give me a chance to talk about your candles. She said, I must have something powerful to say. Actually, I do, y'all. I have something to say prior to talking about the journal. I really wasn't going to say anything, but when God give you a word, then you have to get it out to the people. So I'm not coming to preach. I'm not coming to do any of that stuff. I'm talking to Nikki, y'all. So I'm not ignoring y'all. I'm just talking to you. So Chantel, actually, this is one of the things I was coming on to talk about today. So I tell it. I'll tell you about that when I finish. If Nikki ever get on here. So we're waiting. But I am going to talk about the journal, but I am going to talk about something else that will lead to the journal. Okay. I'm guessing y'all can still hear me because I see Chantel's responding in the chat. But if you can, fine. I don't know. Listen. Oh yeah, I'm sorry because I don't want to just be like da 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 and y'all don't hear me, whatever. So, okay, so I don't want to hear because I know she want to record it, and I know she will want to record what I have to say. So, until then, ask me questions though. You can say something in the chat because I have something to say, y'all. Excuse me. I was running. It was a little cold here, and that's about it. But I'm hot. But yeah, Chantel, I'm gonna talk about it because what I have to say is gonna lead her to. Hey, girl, she's back. Okay, so y'all know. Okay, first, ooh, Lord, y'all know I don't be wanting to come. I just wanted to come and talk about the book, but the journal. But I felt some, and I can see your comments. So if you have something to say it over here. This morning, and I know we're going through things or whatever, so discouragement. So I just got a few things to say about in this season, right? In this season, we do tend to get discouraged a lot because we don't have the money, we don't have the time, and not just in business, just in life, right? The holidays are coming up. But I want to talk about I think it was 3 scriptures, and forgive me if you're not Christian like me, but we come from a God place over here. So the first one, I'm just gonna say this, and then hold on, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. No, just saw. Hold on. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, y'all. Just saw the email. Working on it. They sent an email like at 7:47, like send this report. I just saw it. Anyway, I'm gonna be quick about this, but so and it's all about in how we speak. I want to talk about encouraging ourselves. That's really what I want to talk about, right? And so in Proverbs 18:21, it says, death and life is in the power of our tongue, right? So we have to monitor what we speak, how we speak, and what we say. God hears all, knows all, right? We know that other people, Nikki come on here every morning to encourage us, to give us word, but you also have to encourage yourself. It's days that I can say something, but in the back of my mind, I still don't believe I can do it, right? So, and that may be you, but at the end of the day, we have to encourage ourselves. We gonna watch what we say, mind how we say. So, and Nikki tell you, it's a cousin Christian, right? And we are here. We gonna be who we are. I'm gonna say what I'm saying, but I'm not gonna always say the words. But now you're not. They're gonna come. But I may, I'm human. I'm gonna say what I say. But this is what it is. So you have to watch how you say and what you're saying. And I probably should have started off with prayer, but I pray when I leave. And then I'm just because these are 3, and I'm gonna touch on it all because I don't know. I woke up with a heavy heart. Not the whole group per se, but somebody in here is. I mean, y'all respond daily. I know you do, but you're also responding. Don't respond to what you think. Again, I'm gonna say this. Don't respond to what you think we want to hear. Respond to how you're feeling. Respond to if you need the help, right? Respond to, ask your questions. Don't just sit on here because this person said, I'm fine, I this, that, another, and you want to backpedal to what somebody's saying. Don't do that. You have your own way of thinking about what it is that you're thinking, what it is that you're feeling. And I got on, quick plug, my But God shirt from K. Anyway, y'all, my quick plug. But anywho, because But God, right? Mm-hmm. He's in a lot of situations. Literally, this is what it is. So I came on here to say that because and I just kept singing the song, Encourage Yourself in the Lord. No, I'm not going to sing this morning. But into who? Encourage yourself. Right? Because, I can carry a tune. I do sing on the praise team and stuff. But anywho, so that's what I wanted to say. And then it says in Psalms 20:4, may he grant your heart's desires and make your plans succeed. Again, you ask God for what it is that you want. You ask him to order your steps, right? Because I pray that everybody gets what they want, their hearts and desires. I declare and decree that thing, right? It will be, it is so. Today at 9:24 on 11:15. Whatever it is that you're seeking, ask God for it. Don't, please, God, in this time, get discouraged because we will get stressed. Then the mind go wondering. You don't have time for that. You're trying to run a business. You're trying to stay on top of things. You have, yeah, girl, I can sing a little bit, but and let me get back on track because y'all know I'm a clown too. But I just want to stay the path, right? Just stay the path and watch God do it for you. Because in Matthew 7:8, it says, "Ask and it shall be given," right? So we always say, because closed mouths don't get fed. Closed mouths don't get fed. Ask him for what you want. If you're scared, now we come to the journal. You write it down. Write the vision and make it plain, right? So leading up to this journal, some people know, some don't know. I used to want to be a journalist. So people will always say, when are you going to write your book? When are you going to write your book? I got a million journals, y'all, that I've written in. And there's a story in there. I just haven't written it. But because I write so much, why not get my own journal? And Quail asked me that one day, well, Jay, why don't you just do your own journal? I said, I've been thinking about it, right? Again, there's also the fear of the unknown, or the fear of if I can do it, or you always think I'm not good enough, right? So, but you are good enough. Again, encourage yourself. You have the right, because it's you. You have the mind. You have the mouth to say, I can do this. I am able to do this. I will do this. So you can do this for yourself, not for me. It was just, although I've been doing it, and Quail was like, Andre, you can do it. And in my head, God started giving me visions of this journal. And even though the cover has changed, because I had a vision of something totally different, as I was talking to Jasmine and she was doing it, I was like, oh, Jazz, can we change the cover? And she said, yes. I said, well, I want it to be this way, and I want it to be with this. Now, she did add some things, and I love it. And I was on the prayer call one night with my godson, who's Prophet Pastor Jar Shaw. And he was talking about how, in your nightly time, when God wakes you up, it's because he's getting your attention to something. He's saying something, or he's putting something in your spirit, right? So you can get something, write it down. So when you reach over, even if it's just a piece of paper, I know I've written on a napkin a few times because that was next to the bed, right? Not my journal, although I do have them there, but it wasn't the prayer journal. And he said, you have your prayer journal, you have your dream journals. And I was like, oh, you know what? That's a good idea. I do 3 in 1, because God, if anybody know me, I always say God works with me in threes: Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. I was like, oh, I do a 3 in 1 journal. So I have the journal where it's the purpose journal. You just write your journal or your daily entries. Then you have your prayer journal, which is your conversation with God. And then you have your dream journal, which is visions and confirmations. And that is all in this journal. It's pink. I know it looked blue on here for some reason. I mean, but it's purple. It ain't pink. I don't even like pink. Nikki got on pink.
I was about to say pink is not in that.
It is not. And it's purple, so I don't even know why. And my favorite scripture is here, which is Psalms 121. Anybody know me know that. So, and because Nikki said, put it on the scroll. So we have a scroll, thanks to Nikki. I know y'all can't really see this because this camera
Put it in front of you.
Anywho, there we go, right there. All right. So there, we have a scroll, Psalms 121 in there. So it was a couple changes needed to be made. Jazz and I made another night. It said it took 72 hours. So about tonight, tomorrow, then I will let you all know. But I just come on here really to say, y'all, don't stress yourself. And I always say, pace yourself, don't stress yourself, right? Don't stress yourself about things you have no control over. You can literally say, God, I need your help here. He hears you. It might not happen when you want it, but it will happen when it's time. God is always on time. His timing is always perfect, right? His timing is always perfect. So this has been in the making forever. Like, it's been years. If y'all knew how many times I'd been prophesied about a book, if y'all knew how many times somebody will ask me, have you started yet? Or what kind? Many times, y'all. Many times. But when it came to the journal, it made sense. And maybe because I took the easy way out, right? Because it's a journal. You write in your journal. I don't have to sit and type my words, right? I don't have to sit and do that. Although it will come. And all things easy, all things hard aren't easy, and vice versa, right? So I just want y'all to be encouraged. Be encouraged. Don't let the season get you down. Don't worry about if your box isn't perfect. We don't live in a perfect world. There's one perfect being, and we aren't it. Okay. So I want y'all to be encouraged. Continue to come on with Coffee with Nikki. Continue to get the words. Continue to be your authentic self. Say what you have to say. I know some of y'all go in the back doors. Y'all come in the inboxes. I get them, Nikki get them. We probably all do it, right? And hi, Kim. We probably all get it. But again, say what you say what you want to say what you mean. You don't always have to piggyback off of somebody's word. I mean, we all do come in agreement a lot of times on here, but everybody's thoughts are not the same. We're our own individual being, right? So I just want to encourage you this time, this day, and this season that you will be just fine. Like I said, there's power in your tongue. Use it wisely. I don't know if you have a prayer life. I hope you have a prayer life. Even if you don't have a prayer life, God hears your thoughts. Even if you don't even speak it out all the time, God knows. He knows us better than we know ourselves. Even with this little bit of hair on my head, he knows how many strings are on my hair, right? So he made us in his image. God is God. There's only one God. I don't care what religion you are. There's only one God. Talk to him. Write your vision, make it plain. Write the vision, make it plain. Listen, your words are your words. Your thoughts are your thoughts. And again, like I said, I just want to encourage somebody. I really was supposed to come on here just to talk about the journal, but I felt it, and I know somebody is feeling some type of way, and I know you're not gonna say anything. But again, you can come to me for prayer. Listen, I got it a few times this week. Can you pray for me? I'm doing this. Can you pray for me? I'm doing that. I pray. Nikki asked me to pray for her son. I ain't sent that prayer yet. I prayed for him, but I didn't send it to her because some things don't need to go to her. Now, had she given me his number or whatever, and I probably could have asked for it. But again, everything don't have to be this way, right? You just ask for prayer, and this is what it is. Because some people say, "Oh, pray for me." Okay, I pray for you, and it really don't. But y'all know I'm gonna pray for you because this is who I am. This is what I do. It's not what I asked for, but it's what God gave me, right? So I love y'all. I got to go run a report because they keep coming in my inbox. If y'all keep seeing me looking up, and I would, there's more to say, but at the end of the day, just be encouraged. So I'm going to say this. God, I thank you for this day. I thank you for waking us up this morning. I thank you for last night's lying down. Today, as we go throughout the day right now, Father God, I pray for peace and strength for those that need it right now, Father God. I thank you just for being you and you alone. This is your servant's prayer. Amen. Wasn't gonna be long. I just need to get that out to y'all. All right. I love y'all. I'm coming on over here, but I gotta go here. Bye, y'all.
Thank you, cousin. All right, you guys. So I knew that Trice was going to come on and have something powerful to say because the power just flickered out. And it didn't go out for a long time. It just flickered out in just a second. Just when she got on, it flickered. Right. So I was like, she sent me a text message, and I'm like, I know you had to say you had to have something powerful to say. And she's like, and I do. And so I always tell y'all, we are so in alignment because whenever she feels the need to come on, or she says like how she says when she feels her help coming on, whenever she feels the need to come on, we're so much so in alignment with the messaging. And so my messaging is about, about you knowing what your actual goals are and what it is that you want to actually achieve. And yes, you may be feeling some type of way and some kind of a rush because you feel like you have to hurry up for Black Friday. You feel like you have to hurry up for the holidays. You feel that rush, like, well, if I don't do it, then what's going to happen with my business? If I don't do it, then what's going to happen? And so what that does is that put a dark cloud on what you actually can do, feel, and accomplish within the time frame that you've given yourself, because now you may feel like you don't have enough time. You may feel like you didn't come up with your strategy. You didn't come up with a sales plan. You didn't come up with your game plan. You didn't come up with all of those things. So now you feeling like you are behind on what you're supposed to be doing. You feel like maybe you're not going to accomplish any of your goals. You feel like things are not going to be happening for you. And so and this is exactly what I'm talking about today. Right. And so, like she was saying, do not feel discouraged if you do not get something done within a certain time frame. That's not alleviating you from your responsibility or from you running your business accurately. I'm not trying to, let you off the leash or however it goes. I am trying to just say, like, do not get discouraged because it didn't go according to the way you initially planned it to go. Or maybe you didn't even start planning or whatever, and you just feel like, okay, so I missed Black Friday. And so now you feel like you missed the rest of the year. And you don't miss the rest of the year. You can do whatever you need to do today. You can do whatever you need to do tomorrow. And you can continue to consistently show up and do that thing for the rest of the year, for the time, for the rest of the time for the year. You can continue to show up. And yes, you can do a whole bunch of new things for the new year. But again, you're taking the old you with you to the new year. And so if you don't create some new habits, you're going to take that same tired energy, and the same thing's going to happen to you next year and the year after that and the year after that and the year after that. And so with that being said, you guys, I don't want you to feel discouraged if you have not gotten your Black Friday plan together, or your whole thing for that. I don't want you to be discouraged. I do want you to move with some type of urgency if that's what you plan on doing. If that was part of your strategy, I do expect you to do it. I'm not saying, oh well, Nikki said don't worry about us having a black, don't feel like it. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying is if you didn't have a strategy, or if you did need help or whatever, then you could start making those changes right here, right now. You don't have to wait until next week. You don't have to wait until the holidays. You can start doing these things right now. So yeah, you may not have done it the way you wanted to, but you can still do it. So let me know if you guys are with me. Put ones in the chat. And then I'm just going to come and touch back on what we did yesterday, because yesterday I was sharing some tips on how you can save on shipping, because shipping is crazy and the rates are going to go up yet again. And so I also found out when I went to the post office yesterday that that UPS changed the rates and how they ship, right? So excuse me, there's no longer like first class. It is now called ground, and there's no longer, you know what I'm saying? Like they changed the way that they are moving as far as shipping is concerned. And yesterday I had put some stuff in a regional A box, because regional A boxes don't exist anymore on stamps.com. I'm not sure if it exists on like Pirate Ship and ShipStation and all those other shipping channels, but I do know that if you shipping through stamps.com, you don't have the option for regional A. Right. And so with that being said, I had put some stuff in the regional A box, and even though it was it went to that ground thing. And so I forgot what it's called. Is it a ground advantage? Okay. So it went to ground advantage, and I'm assuming it was already priority, because once your boxes start getting up, it's a pound and up, it automatically goes into priority, right? So I'm assuming it's over a pound, so it's automatically going to go priority, but it still says still has that ground option. And so when I took it to the post office, the lady said, you got to be careful with this, and I don't want your packages to come back to you, because it does say ground advantage on your postage. Good morning, Kay. You just missed Latrice had on your Bugatti shirt. She said that you don't want it to be sent back to you. You can send it, and you can still use the ground advantage, but you can't use the priority box. If you're going to use the priority box, you got to go down to the priority option. And sometimes the ground is going to be cheaper than the priority option. You'll see maybe there's some difference in the days of shipping, but you have to put it in a brown box or a box that is not labeled priority, so that it doesn't get shipped back to you. So I don't know who needed that information, but that's some information that I got yesterday from my postal worker. That's what I got from her yesterday. So with that being said, y'all just make sure y'all paying attention to that ground advantage. I know it's a new option with the shipping, so just make sure that you guys are paying attention to that. Let me check and see what you guys are saying in the chat. All right, so yeah, y'all good. Happy Winning Wednesday, Kay. Happy Winning Wednesday. Yep, you sure did miss her. You sure did. She had her Bedazzled But God shirt on. Her Bedazzled But God shirt. So are you guys going to start applying the technique, not the techniques, the tips that I gave you yesterday to your shipping? Let me know. So yesterday, matter of fact, let's just go ahead and talk about realistic goals, because that's where I'm going with this. But let me know if you're going to be trying the shipping techniques. Yes, I had that issue last week. You have to mail grounds, and I'm like, I've never done that before. Yes. And I've been shipping forever. Wanted me to pay like $30, and I was like, nope, not paying that. Yep. And what the thing is that I didn't get any notification about them changing we got the notification about, there was going to be some changes, but they didn't say that you were not going to be able to put or to use the priority boxes using that ground advantage option. So I never received anything that said that, and I may have received it that I may have not read. So it could just be me. I could be guilty of not reading information, but yes. Yes, yes, yes. We got to fix that. Right? We have to fix that. I already did. I ordered my boxes yesterday. Come on, Tamara. Order them boxes, girl. Yes, 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 and yes. Okay, so let's get into, while I'm waiting for the rest of you guys to let me know if you're going to use any of the strategies or the tips from yesterday. Also, if you ordered your boxes, let's talk about realistic goals. Realistic goals. The tip was how to save on shipping using the flat rate boxes, the flat rate envelopes, the poly mailers, and also, just utilizing all of the flat rate shipping boxes and how to use them and what other boxes you can use to put into the flat rate boxes if they are going to be shipped out and is heavier than the amount of the flat rate box, which is about $7.60 or $7.80, something like that. So with that being said, y'all, right, and she didn't explain it either. Yep. So with that being said, y'all, I want to know, how are your goals, right? Are you setting your goals based on what you see somebody else achieve, right? So I know we've seen, because we are overloaded with information on social media. We are overloaded with people's information. We're scrolling. And as we're scrolling, we're seeing people's success reels. We're seeing people's success stories. We're seeing people going viral. We're seeing their stores going crazy. Their orders are going crazy. Everything is going so quickly, right? We see that, right? But realistically, what are your goals? Are your goals influenced by what you see? And I would say yes, they are influenced by what you see, because then you're looking at somebody saying, okay, if they could do it, I could do it. If they can do it, it's possible for me. And so maybe those are the things that I want. And while we say those are the things that we want, it's not the way that we're moving. We're not moving with that same kind of energy. I know a lot of people tell me what their goals are, right? But I also see what the work ethic is behind the goals. And I also see that there's a lack of consistency. I see there's a lack of drive. I see that there's a lack of enthusiasm about, said goal. And so they don't really start moving towards that goal. And I think it's time for us to get a little bit realistic. And everybody in the room is not full-time entrepreneurs. So full-time entrepreneurs, their work ethic is going to be a whole lot different. Why? Because we have to make sure that we can take care of our home, our business, and everything else, right? We have to make sure that we can do that as a full-time entrepreneur. So our work ethic is going to be a little bit different, because we need more to come in based on the work that we have to do, right? So it's going to look a whole lot different. Not saying that it's going to be inspired, you know what I mean? Well, no, I'm not going to say inspired, because you are inspired to get these bills paid, right? And so you have to work you have to work a certain kind of way, because you know that you got to have a certain kind of, you have to have a certain kind of income coming in, right? But those that are not full-time entrepreneurs, you kind of have and I'm not going to say the security, the cushion, but it's kind of like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that, okay, I am going to be able to maintain, I'm able to take care of my family, take care of my home and everything with my 9 to 5, right? And this is going to help me with what I have going on, right? And I can work on my business when I feel like working on my business, or my business can be a hobby, my business can be an afterthought, my business can be whatever. And that's fine. That's totally fine. And I don't want anybody to think that I'm taking anything away from you working a 9 to 5. But the thing that I want you to focus on and want you to realize is I need you to be realistic about the goals that you set for yourself. So you can't put yourself down about not achieving a goal when you're not doing the work. And I noticed that, with myself, if I know that certain things are coming in and certain things are going a certain way, sometimes I'll just coast. And remember, I tell you, when you're coasting for some things, you kind of putting yourself back. But I really want you to just focus on the realistic goals, right? Because if you know that your goal is to become, ultimately, you want to leave your 9 to 5, if that's the goal. You may not want to leave your 9 to 5. You may want to stay at your 9 to 5. Your 9 to 5 may be providing your health benefits. This may be your dream career where you're working at your 9 to 5. You may be doing everything that you want to do in your 9 to 5. You may be waiting until you get to a certain level in your 9 to 5 because you want to get to the next level and the next level, right? You want to keep on excelling. And so that may not be your goal. Everybody's goal is not to leave their 9 to 5, but I want you to focus and to realistically say what it is that you want to achieve with what you got going on, right? What do you realistically want? Do you want just an extra certain amount of money? Do you want just maybe you just doing it because you want to make sure that you get, you have a little more freedom with going on vacation and doing things that you want to do, or maybe you're doing it because you want to get a new place. Maybe you're doing it because you want to do, you're trying to pay for school, or you're trying to pay for something else. But nothing is wrong with any of the things that I said. It's just the fact that it's time to really get honest with yourself and say, this is what I want to do. Not everybody want their business to be a multi-million-dollar business. Not everybody want their business to, I want to have a store, I want to have a franchise, I want to do this, I want to do that. Everybody's goal is not going to be the same. And that's totally fine. And I need you guys to be fine with that as well, because when you're looking at everybody else, you kind of start thinking to yourself, and this is where I'm not going to say not imposter syndrome, but this is when your doubt starts coming in about achieving goals, about not doing the things that you wanted to do, about, you know what I'm saying? That this is when that negative self-talk starts coming in and starts creeping in and bugging you, right? Because you are measuring your success off of somebody else's success. You are not measuring it based on what you realistically want to do, right? That person who has went viral and did whatever, started whatever, they may have, that's all that they wanted to do. That's where their focus lied. This is, you know what I'm saying? Like, they may have had different, not they may have, because they definitely did. They had different goals than you do, right? But you need to get honest with yourself and say, this is exactly what my goals are, right? And so when you don't have everything set up according to the way that you thought that you wanted it to be set up, and then you're looking at it and be like, oh, I feel like a failure. Well, I don't know exactly if it's a failure as far as it not being, you being honest with yourself, right? As far as you not being honest with what you wanted to accomplish or what you want to accomplish with your business. I think that is where the problem lies, right? We need to be honest about what we actually want and what we and I'm not going to say make it comfortable for you, because you guys know how I feel about the word comfort, right? No, I don't want it to be a comfortable thing for you, but I do want you to honestly be honest with yourself and say, I just want to make X amount of dollars. I don't care if my business ever gets into a publication. I just want to make X amount of dollars more than I'm making at my 9 to 5. I just want to get my business in certain areas, or whatever that thing looks like to you. Whatever that looks like to you. But we need to start really taking an honest account into what it is that we actually want to do. Because the goal may not, like I said, the goal for everybody is not to leave your 9 to 5. The goal for everybody is not to be a whole full-time entrepreneur. The goal for everybody may not be to be that millionaire. And again, all of those things are totally fine, right? But as long once you start to accept and to realize and to be honest with yourself about the things that you want, then you'll be fine. You won't say, okay, you got into this thinking I just wanted this to be a hobby, or I just want this I want to just make a couple of sales. I just want to make sure, I'm doing a few things. Everybody's not trying to leave a business for their family. They're not trying to create legacy. Some people are just trying to have a little bit more freedom with their lives. Some people are just trying to have a little bit, maybe something to do, an outlet to be creative or things like that. Everybody is not looking to create this thing that's going to be the family ran business, right? And so if we are honest with ourselves and we are honest with our goals, we can start to really feel more success. We can feel more accomplished because we know exactly what it is that we are striving to do. So does that make sense to everybody? Let me know in the chat if that makes sense to you. Put ones in the chat if it does. Put twos if it does not. Let me see. Yeah, it's true. A different type of pressure. Yes. I'm trying to leave this 9 to 5. I look at my job as my sponsor. True, true, true. Good morning, Kansas. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yes, Yolanda, same. Annie says, that's why I thank you for sharing, because I was researching for 8 years before I could start. And now I'm a full-time entrepreneur since 2021. Congratulations. It's hard. It's a challenge because the learning curve is wild. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I so love my Nikki. I love you too, girl. I love you too. So let me know if this is resonating with you, because I know that some people, and just based on my conversations with most of you guys, I feel it's like a burden, or it's heavy. It weighs heavy on you. And a lot of the times I do the check-in and people are like, oh, I didn't start this yet. Oh, I didn't do this yet. Oh, I didn't do this. And then it makes you feel like, I'm going to help you to hold you accountable, but I need you to be honest with you, right? If you honest with you, then I know where to come in at. Right? I won't feel like I'm being overbearing, or you won't feel like you're putting too much on your plate, right? But you need to know what that thing is for you. You need to know what success looks like for you realistically. You need to know what that looks like for you realistically. Good morning, Salima. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Kay says I have to make clear goals and start knocking them off the list. Exactly. Exactly. And the thing that's going to help you is the consistency. The consistency. So you guys, do you know realistically what your goals are? Say yes in the chat. Realistically, don't tell me you want to be a millionaire. Don't tell me you want to have a store. Don't tell me you want to go viral, because those are the things that's already out there, that's already caught your eye. But I want you to know what you really want to do with this business. Are you doing this business so you can save for your children to go to college? Are you doing this business because you want to make some extra income? Are you doing this business because you a stay-at-home mom and you need to have something to do? Are you doing this business because you trying to do something with your family members? So like, kind of like what Betty Rose is doing. You're doing something so that you know that your daughter will have a job, right? Because it's something that you could do. You could kind of keep your eye on her or whatever, right? What are you doing your business for? Like, you need to know realistically. You need to get honest with yourself and say, this is what I want to do. I may not want to be a full-blown, you got to be a business because you got to operate like a business, but I don't want to be out there, and I don't want to be recognized, and I don't want to be in publications, and I don't want to be a millionaire, and I don't want to, whatever those things are to you, right? But you need to get realistic on it so that you can start paying attention to the things that you want, so you can start moving in alignment with the things that you want to accomplish, so that you can feel successful when you are accomplishing those things, and stop looking at these fake goals that you set for yourself. And I'm going to say fake goals because you never are going to work towards that direction anyway. You may work in that direction for a little bit of time while you're motivated, but it's not going to keep you motivated, because that's not really what you want to accomplish. And so you're not going to be motivated to accomplish those things. Right? You're not going to have the momentum that you need, because you don't have the energy that you need. You don't have the motivation that you need. You don't have what you need to get to that thing. Right? And it's not to say that you can't get it. It's just to say that you don't want it enough. And so since you don't want it enough, there's no need. There's no need. There's no want. for you to achieve that thing. So of course you're not going to work towards that thing. Right? You're going to work towards if somebody, like maybe if I say something, you have some motivation, maybe you seen a video that inspired you, so that's going to inspire you for a quick moment. You heard something that's going to inspire you for a quick moment. But what's your why? What's the reason why you're going to stay and do that thing? Do you really want that thing? Do you really want that thing? And it's time for us to know what it is that you truly, truly want. Hey, Patricia. Patricia's in the building. Good morning, Patricia. All right, we got a lot of yeses in here. Good, good, good. Miss Lois says I'm all over the place. Miss Lois, we got to snatch you together like a ponytail, girl. Let me see. Let me see. Yes, yes, I'm hollering fake goals. I'm serious, though. Good morning, Cheryl. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Too many wannabe entrepreneurs out here. All talk, no action. Absolutely. Absolutely. My goal for business is to help supplement my retirement in 2 years. I am so grateful to have found my journey in candle making to make this happen. See, like it, and you're not saying, I want to have this multi-million-dollar business and I want to do this and I just want it to be that. And that's not the thing. That makes sense, right? You know that this is what you want to do to help you in your retirement, right? And so we are going to work towards that. Right? Because if we're working towards that, we're not working towards unrealistic fake goals. Right? We know that the goal is, this is where, this is not where I tend to go. This is where I want to go. This is that direction that I want to be in. And so therefore, I'm starting to do everything that's in alignment for that. I know that this candle making thing is going to be what I need. So I got 2 years to give myself before I retire. This is what I'm going to be doing within the 2 years so that my candle business can get off the ground. And once my candle business is off the ground, this is what I'm going to be able to do. This was my income when I was working at my 9 to 5. But now that I'm retired, I got to make sure that I'm making that with my candle business plus whatever I want on top of that. And I know that this is how many candles that I got to sell in order for me to get there. I know that this is what I got to do in order for me to get there, how many events I got to do in order for me to get there. But this is what I'm willing to do in order for me to hit my goal so I can rest easy with my retirement. And so I have something that I can relax and enjoy for this part of my life. Right? That makes more sense than saying that you want something that you think that you want from somebody else, right? Because somebody else's success looked really nice to you and that's what you want, right? And it may not be where your head is at, and you're going to find it hard to be in alignment with that because that's not what you want. I started this business to make extra money and create wealth for my daughter. Miss Laura, you're going to have to move more quickly then, girl. And you know what I mean. Yes, please, shoot. Got you. My why is about honoring my grandma's entrepreneurship legacy. That's right. My business is my legacy for my grandbabies. And when you know these things, you can move in alignment. You're not going to work every day. You're working with the why that I am going to make my grandmother proud. I am going to make sure that, my children's children understand the importance of having your own, of knowing what your own is. And I have pride in knowing what my own feels like, right? There's a difference, right? And so when you feel that, you know that I'm going to be moving. Everything that I do is going to be in alignment with my grandmother's legacy. Everything that I'm going to be doing is in alignment for my grandbabies. So I'm going to be moving differently. I'm going to be saving. Maybe I'm going to be, creating different savings accounts for the grandbabies. Maybe I'm going to, I'm going to have a certain amount that I make at a market and I'm going to put this into an investment for my grandbabies, or I'm going to put this into a certain account for my grandbabies because I know that this is what I'm doing it for, right? And so you moving differently. You're not just going to be moving and just be like, well, I'm just here so I don't get fired. And I use that line all the time, right? You're not going to be working in that manner because you have a goal. That is the goal, right? This business is going to help be the vehicle to take you there, right? And again, it may not be what everybody else's goal is. It may not be to be as, be not, I'm not even going to say be as successful as, the bigger candle companies or the bigger businesses. I'm not even going to say that, because success, that might not be your success story. That's their success story. Your success story may be, I just want to have $10,000 in the bank for my grandbabies. That may be your success story. Right? But you got to know that. You got to be honest with yourself, and you got to realize that those are the things that you want for you. Those are the things that you want, that you want to accomplish for yourself and for your family. Does that make sense to everybody? Let me know if y'all are resonating with me. Let me know if you're resonating with me. I am building my business like I did my hair career, but I have to learn different for social media. And that's my dilemma of a struggle for me. All right, we're going to get you together, Miss Linda, with the social media. We have to get you together with the social media, because that's where the people are. You don't necessarily have to be on social media in order to find that success. You could definitely do it other ways, but you have to make sure that I know that you are out there at the markets and you're visible and things like that. You may have to show up in different ways. But let me know if I am resonating with anyone in the room right now. And a lot of people don't talk about this. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people just say success is A, B, and C. You know what I'm saying? You don't actually think that you have options. You don't actually think that you have a way out. You don't, well, not a way out, but you don't actually think that, okay, so I don't want to have my business operate like this person. And I'm not saying if you using that as a fearful thing for you to cop out, no, that's not where I'm going with it. But if you realistically know that this is what you wanted to do with your goal, and this is where you wanted to be, and this is what you wanted for whomever, then you are in alignment. You are on track to success, right? Not using it saying, oh yeah, well, you know what, Nikki, you're right. I don't want to be in the store. If you knew that that's what you wanted to do, but you just don't want to do the work that's required for you to get to the store. Because if that's the case, then that's a cop out. You know what I'm saying? If that's the case, then you just don't want to do the work, right? And so then it is what it is. Whatever you get is whatever you get, because you don't want to do what's necessary in order for you to get to that thing. But for those people who say what they want, and they know realistically what they're going to do in order to get there, there's a difference. So success looks like something different for everybody. Everybody's success is not going to look the same. And again, people don't talk about it because you may think, okay, well, they'll tell you, oh, how to make $100,000 in a day. Oh, how I made $1 million in an hour. How I did this and how I did that. And then you think, okay, so my goal is to be a millionaire. That may not have even crossed your mind. But again, because you've seen somebody can do it, and you say, okay, I can do that. And they say, okay, I could do this. And you look at it and it's like, do I really want to do that? Do I really, I don't know if that's where I want to go. I really don't know if that's my means. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe I just want to just do A, B, and C. I don't want to do that. I don't want to go in that direction. I want to go in a different direction. And then that may change, because you can change anytime you want. You can change your opinion. You can change your idea. You can change your goals. You can change your direction. You can change all of that anytime you want. You're not tied down to anything. You're not tied down to it. So if you see that, if you're starting to go in that direction and you maybe want more, it's nothing for you to add more to your plate. It's nothing for you to pivot and change your direction. It's nothing for you to do that, right? But you got to know, I need to be honest with myself. I need to be honest with the work that I'm going to give. I need to be honest with how much I'm willing to do. I need to be honest with the direction that I want to go into. Because if you're not honest with yourself, then you're never going to achieve your goals. You're never going to get in alignment, because you're not honest with yourself. So you're creating some lies. You're creating some fake lofty goals, and you're not even working towards them, because it's not what you want. It's not what you want. So let me see what people are saying in the chat. Yeah, your business should be tailored to your life goals. Begin with the end in mind, work backwards. Absolutely. Yes, and yes. Good morning. Super late, was at a meeting. It's okay, Big Meech. Catch the replay, girl. Catch the replay. So again, it's okay for your goals to not look like somebody else's. I can say that I love, and this is not me, I'm just using things, right? I can say that I love Bath and Body Works. I can say that I love certain brands and I aspire to be like them, but I don't necessarily want to have a franchise. I don't necessarily want to be in the stores. I don't necessarily want to be a conglomerate. And it's okay for you not to want those things. It's okay for you not to want those things. But again, know what you do want though. Because when you know what you do want, you're going to have that passion, that enthusiasm, that drive that you need to get what you want, because you know that you're on borrowed time. We are on borrowed time. We are not guaranteed to be here for, forever. We are not guaranteed to be here tomorrow, next week, next month, next year, right? We're not guaranteed this time. So we know that what we're doing is for legacy. If we know that what we're doing is for, our family, then we're going to move differently. We're going to operate differently. We're going to have a different kind of swag. We're going to do people still use that word? We're going to have a different kind of way that we move and operate. And so if that's the case, you're going to do it and you're going to happily do it. You're not going to begrudgingly do it. You're not going to do it like, oh my God, I got to do this today. Oh my God, I got to pack all these orders. Oh my God. You're not going to work like that, right? You're going to work like, I got something going somewhere. I'm doing this for something, right? And so again, I want y'all to feel what I'm saying as far as being real and understanding where you really want to go. So this year, when we do a vision board party, I want your vision to be clear, right? The Bible says, write your vision and make it plain, right? As I said, right? And so you want to make sure that you're going in the way that where you see yourself, that's where you want to go, right? Where you see yourself is what you're going to do in order to get there. The things that you're going to do in order to get there, right? And you're going to be moving in alignment. You're not going to be fighting. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the times, and again, don't use this as an easy excuse to not do the work, okay? But a lot of the times we're fighting with our goals and where we are because, again, it's not in alignment. And since it's not in alignment, things are always going to come in our path that is going to take us back into alignment. That's going to take us back to where we need to be, because you're not working towards what you say that you want. This is going in one direction, you going in another direction. Y'all are never going to meet. The road is never going to cross. It's never going to be a time when they are going to touch. They're always going to be going in separate directions. And so when you have things that are happening, it's probably to bring you back into alignment with the thing that you actually want. And so when we do our vision board party this year, I want to make sure that everybody, I don't want the goals that, not I don't want, but you know what I'm saying? I don't want it for you and for myself. I don't want the goals. Thank you so much, cousin. I don't want you to write goals that you see everybody else is writing on their vision board. You see a vision board party and you say something is wrong with me because I don't want that. Something is wrong with me because I don't want to achieve that. There's nothing wrong with you. You're not that person. It is okay for you to want different things. It's okay for you not to want it the way they had it. It's okay for you to want more. It's okay for you to want to be on top of them. It's okay for you to want to have, go way beyond what they did. It's okay for that as well, right? I'm not just saying, you got to be below everybody. I'm saying you may want more than that. And it's okay for you to want that. And it's okay as long as you know that you're going to work towards that, right? And so I want you to really hone in and to really sit with yourself and to really say what you want to do, right? And when you find out what you really want to do, what's your goals? What am I willing to do in order for me to achieve those goals? Everybody is not willing to sacrifice their time. Everybody is not willing. You may say you want something. You're not willing to work more than 12 hours a day. You're not willing to work your 9 to 5 plus come home and work 7 to 12 on your business, or 7 to 2 on your business, and wake up in the morning and go back to your 9 to 5. Or some of you are not willing to do that. You gotta be honest with yourself and see, what am I willing to do in order for me to accomplish my goals? What am I willing to give up? What am I willing to sacrifice? Where am I willing to do what I got to do? You got to know those things. Because again, you could say you want all of the you could say you want all of the smoke. But then when all of the orders come in, when everything starts happening, are you still in it to win it? Are you still in it because this is what you want? Right? I know that I had tons of orders that I have to get out. I have tons of orders that products that I have to make, things that I have to do. And I may be tired doing those things, right? And some of it is health related. Why my energy isn't there, right? But I know this is what I want for myself. Excuse me. I know that this is where I'm going with it. I know that I'm a full-time entrepreneur, and I know that things have to get done. And so if I'm tired, if I'm not, if I feel like it and when I don't, I'm still going to do it. And I still do it knowing that I want this I want this tomorrow, I want this the next day, and I want it next month, and I want it, for as long as I run my business. I want this. You know what I'm saying? Because again, somebody said that's a good problem to have. It is a good problem to have, especially if that's what you want. Right? And so a lot of us, things start happening, and when those things start happening, it's like, okay, well, I don't need to do that anymore. I don't want to do that anymore. Okay, well, my business, I got to bring my business back up because this happened in my business and this happened in my business, and because you didn't have the enthusiasm to do it. You didn't have what you needed in order for you to keep on moving. You got to give yourself some gas. And so your why has to be good. Your why has to be enough fuel for you to want to get those things done. Again, when you feel like it and when you don't, it's going to happen. We have these times in our lives. We have these times in our business. Every time in business is not going to be a happy time. Everything you see on business, everything you see in somebody's video is not a happy time. Things happen. There's going to be times when you have disappointments. There's going to be times when sales are slow. There's going to be times when you make errors. There's going to be times when it feels like everything is just crumbling all around you. There's going to be those times in business, but the thing that's going to keep you is your why. The thing that's going to make you keep on pushing is your why. That's your why is your fuel for you to succeed and for you to reach your destination. And if you don't have a good enough why, you don't have gas to put into your car or to put into your body in order for you to get to that for you to get to your destination. You're going to run out of gas. You're going to run out of gas. There's not going to be a gas station. You're not going to find one for miles and miles and miles. You have to make sure that you have enough why that's going to fuel you to get to your destination. Does that make sense to everybody? Let me know in the chat if y'all with me. Let me know if y'all with me. So we have to be honest with ourselves and not be ashamed of the truth, right? Of what we actually want. Absolutely. Absolutely. Because a lot of the times we don't want to say what we really want because it feels like it doesn't look like everybody else's thing. You're not everybody else. You're an individual. We came here as individuals. We came in this world alone. We leaving alone. It don't matter. It don't matter if it's mass, destruction or whatever. We come in alone. We come in alone. We go out alone. Period. Right? We're individuals. Everybody is uniquely made. Every single person on this earth. I don't care if you have similar qualities. We are all different. We are all nobody is the same. Nobody is the same. So if your goal don't look like somebody else's goal, it's okay. You shouldn't feel no type of way off of somebody else's goal. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would you feel a certain type of way? You are not that person. My goal don't have to look like your goal. It may be nice. You know what I'm saying? I may want to experience something like that, but that may not be where I'm going with it. And again, that is okay. That is okay. You have to be honest with what you really want. Miss Linda said that part. Some people want the money but don't want to do the work to achieve it. Period. Your why is your fuel. Your why is your fuel, because that is going to be what you need to keep putting in the gas tank in order to get you to the destination. It's going to be your why is what you're sticking in your gas tank in order for you to get to your destination. and to get past your destination to the new destination and the next destination and that destination and whatever that thing is. That why is your fuel. That why is your fuel. Yes, yes, and yes, yes, truth. I know that's right. Come on, Annie. I know that's right. So with that being said, y'all, that's what I wanted to talk about today. Is just like, just know what your realistic goals are for yourself. And again, when we get ready for our vision board party, I want y'all to have the realistic goals so that when you look at your vision board, the things on your vision board by the end of the year don't look foreign to you. Does that ever happen to you guys? And I know I should be wrapping up and wrapping this up really quick. But does that ever happen to you? You look at your vision board, if you do vision boards, if you look at your vision board and everything on your vision board looks foreign to you because you didn't work towards that thing at all. Put ones in the chat if you know what I'm talking about. Put ones in the chat if you know what I'm talking about. There's definitely ups and downs in business. Absolutely. Absolutely. Put some ones in the chat if you know what I'm talking about. Your vision board may look foreign to you. You may be looking at your vision board like, how's that going to happen? I don't even want that no more. I don't even want to go there no more. I don't even want this house that I thought I wanted over here anymore. Right? It's going to change. Things are going to look different on your vision board. Right? And that's because you put things on your vision board that you think that you want based on somebody else's opinions, based on somebody else's success, based on somebody else's ideas, and not your own. And not your own. And so when we do it this year, I want y'all to really look at it. And I want you to really sit with yourself for a minute and think. And really sit with yourself and think about the things that you actually want. And again, it's okay if they look different from somebody else's. It's okay. You could give yourself a timeline and say, I want to be a full-time entrepreneur in 5 years. You don't have to say, I want to be, this year is the year that I got to have my business running and da 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 da. If you gave yourself 5 years, 5 years is okay. If that's what works for you. Everything's not going to work for everybody, and that is okay. Everything's not going to work for everybody, and that's okay. Right? The way you do your full-time entrepreneurship is going to look different from somebody else's. Right? And there may be reasons. Right? Because you may need your health, you're going to need your health benefits the way the world is. You need your health benefits. You need to make sure that you can maintain your bills. You may have to make sure that your kids stay in college. You may have to wait till your kid graduate from college in order for you to be a full-time entrepreneur because you want to make sure that your kid is taken care of and the college tuition is taken care of or whatever that thing looks like for you. There may be reasons why you can't just automatically do it. Somebody else may not have those reasons. They may still live at home. They may be 19 years old. They don't have a bill. They don't have to worry about making sure that they feed families and lights staying on and bills being paid. They may not have that responsibility. Your responsibilities may look different. And so your timeline is going to look different. And so you can't just up and say, I'm going to be a full-time entrepreneur when you know you have a whole household to take care of, a whole husband, whole kids, whole college tuition, whole everything that you got to take care of. And you know that this is what you got to do and you can't do it. You can't just leave. You need a plan. It's okay for you to have a plan. It's okay for you to give yourself a timeline. We need to be good with that. Right? We need to be good with that. Let me see. You guys are saying I was dreaming too big and forgot to take baby steps. Yes. Because then you're going to let yourself down. You're going to feel like you let yourself down because you didn't get to where you wanted to get that quickly. I believe I'm going to make my vision. I believe I'm going to make it my vision is so clear. I don't go off of no one else's. It's this feeling I get. I don't know how to explain it, but certain things always fall into place or meet the right people, period. And if you know that, stay in alignment with that. If you know that, stay in alignment with that. Right? So I hope that you guys resonate. Again, this is not something that everybody speaks about. This is not a direction that everybody goes in, right? Because we always think that things got to be one way. And it does not have to be one way. And I want you guys to feel okay knowing that your path is different from somebody else's path. I want you to know that your success might look different from somebody else's success and be okay with that. And so that is the purpose of today. I reviewed my goals in August. My next check-in is August 2024. I cannot afford to play around. I don't have a cushion. I have to keep moving even if it's slow. That's right, Annie. And that's true. That's the same thing. You got to keep on moving. You got to keep on pushing. You got to make things happen. You got to make things happen. So with that being said, you guys, if you like what you are watching, what you're hearing, make sure that you subscribe because I'm on the road to 100K and I'm gonna need you guys. I need all the subscribers I can get. If this video was something that resonated with you and you think a friend could enjoy it, please share the link out with them. Tell them come over and subscribe as well. If you are catching, well, not even if you're catching the replay, but turn on your notifications bell so you can be notified when we go live. We go live Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. for Coffee with Nikki, your daily cup of information and inspiration. We are going to be going live tomorrow evening at 7 p.m. And we are going to be talking about how to keep your brand consistent, which is a problem. I know that a lot of us have a problem with the consistency of what our branding looks like and what it sounds like and what the feeling is, da 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 da. So we are going to be discussing that tomorrow with Ali Ray Haney, and she will be on with us tomorrow. So make sure you bring all of your branding questions and all of your consistency questions for your business. And she will be talking about that tomorrow. What else? What else? What else? Make sure that you guys join the community. Of course, the community, the BBU tribe, is free to join. All you have to do is go to Bubble Babes, BABEZ, university.com, click community, create an account, join. There's some information there, but if you want to take it a little bit further and you want to join the Honor Society is a subscription membership. You have access to pre-recorded classes, freebies, downloads, templates, all kinds of information is there. Also, I'm going to be sending out a message because we are going to have an accountability meeting either Sunday or Friday. So I'm going to be putting it out there just so I can get a poll to see which works best for everybody else because I don't want you guys to miss it. And what else? I think that is it, you guys. I will see you guys in the morning. I hope that you guys really enjoyed today. Again, this was a different way of looking at things. So I hope it helped to open some of you guys' eyes. And just to make you feel a little bit better about yourself and what you want to do and where you want to go with your stuff and how when you accomplish something, what success looks like to you. So with that being said, y'all, thank you so very much. Oh, yes. Thank you, cousin. I will be live again. We will be live again with BCMC. You know, the winners of the Battle of the Brands. That they didn't cheat, but they got extra chances. Extra chances, and we're gonna get a rematch. We're gonna do a rematch, and because we want the title. Okay, so Battle of the Bands, they are the winners, and so we're going to be in All Up in Your Wax. It comes on at 8:30, so make sure that you guys are with us on Instagram. I think it's going to be on Instagram. I'll put it in my stories to make sure that you guys if you want to join us there. Is for candle makers. It's actually for basically all business owners. If you have candles, you want to shoot your shot tonight because you are able to talk about your brand, do a quick pitch, talk about your brand, talk about your talk about yourself, talk about your candle, and you may win. And so with that being said, y'all, don't forget, it's going to be on my stories. No chances given next time, so it's fair. Got you. Good morning. Good morning, Keisha. Good morning. Both sides got extra chances. Don't do that. No chances given next time. That's right, Big Meech. We not giving no extra chances. Keisha, you gonna have to pick a side, girl. Pick a side, girl. Y'all got extra chances over there. Extra. So with that being said, y'all, I will see you guys tonight for All Up in Your Wax. Make sure you follow me in all social media. We are Bubble Babes University everywhere. BABEZ everywhere. And I will talk to y'all tomorrow morning, but I'll definitely be in your story. So make sure y'all looking. Bye, y'all.